Across Europe's evolving payments landscape, the need for reliable, robust and resilient payment gateways are non-negotiable. So, how are standards being introduced and implemented across the region to ensure this? And what are the benefits and the challenges being faced along the way? With payments being an integral part of everyday life, we increasingly expect them to run smoothly and securely, no matter the day, time, or circumstance.
Reliability of the payment solution is critical. Let me explain why. Today, with the energy, with the water supply, today payments are as critical as they are. They are 24/7, 365, and needs to be up and running all single day in a safe manner. So when you need to send money from point A to point B, you need to rely on a solution that is robust, that will be there, that is efficient, fast and safe.
The key to the harmonization of payment services across Europe? Standards, such as ISO 20022, which play a growing part in curbing challenges around compliance and customer demands.
If we really want global, instant and frictionless transactions, payment systems have to interoperate, and ISO 20022 is the common language.
ISO 20022 is an electronic messaging standard, and its usage by banks and other financial institutions is predicted to ramp up across Europe. It offers detailed insights into customer needs, while supporting better connectivity, standardization, and rich data sets to financial institutions.
ISO 20022 migration was just successfully started. The journey has just successfully started, and it's brought to the financial institutions a bit of the order in terms of the data. Understanding of the data means that banks will be able to understand the reason, the motivation, the behavior behind the payment initiation. They will be able to understand and much better tackle the risk area, the compliance, the fraud checks. They will be also able to better respond to the customer demands and questions about the status of the transaction, about the balance availability.
Once we move to the real usage of the ISO 20022, then it has a big potential, and this will also survive for a certain time period, but I think 5 to 10 years it will have a huge modernization in the payments industry.
ISO 20022 enables better interconnectedness and interoperability with a much richer dataset. This winning combination enables payment service providers to evolve features and functionality alongside the changing demands of their customers.
When we think on ISO 20022, the first thing coming to our mind is rich and structured data. And that's, of course, the key benefit of ISO 20022. But I would say that something as important as that is interoperability. The financial industry is able to manage interconnections and links between the different countries in the world. And ISO 20022 should be not only the capability to offer rich data end-to-end in the payment transactions, but to interoperate payment systems in Europe and outside Europe, payment system coming from cards, account to account, mobile payments and so on.
So the benefits of implementing the ISO 20022 are very clear these days. It means you are creating single solutions that spans for many different services. The fact that you are leveraging better on your data, so being able to enrich that to interoperable with the other solutions that you have assigned to them, with the open banking that the PSD2 is mandating, for example. Globally for the industry is bringing the same benefits as the previous standards, but in a much more powerful way.
But the adoption of such standards is no mean feat. There are several players, touchpoints, and interactions across the entire payments ecosystem that require careful collaboration and synergy.
So the implications of implementing ISO 20022 based solutions, they are huge and they are wide. They not only impact one side of the bank, they are transversal to the different functions of this of the bank. So you need to think about managing this large project with multi-functional teams. You need to be supported with third-party trusted partners that they are helping you. You need to have the right skills. You need to have the right sponsoring from the top level to implement. And then you need to end at the end with some perfect quality assurance testing, okay, before deploying in production. So it's quite complex, so you need to be supported by the whole ecosystem, both internally and outside the bank.
When executed effectively, the benefits to both the banks and the end customers are evident and already being demonstrated in Europe.
In terms of very clear examples of financial institutions leveraging on ISO 20022, I can share the name of, for example, BNPP or Crédit Mutuel in France, that they offer to the market an acquisition platform that is based fully on this new standard, and thanks to that they can acquire transactions for merchants all over Europe with a single solution that works everywhere, not only in euros but in other different currencies. And then as a result you create a single customer experience that is improved, because what it works on country A works on country B in a similar way.
The wide-scale adoption of ISO 20022 has the potential to truly transform and revolutionize the payment landscape. It's important to consider the full payment ecosystem, have a strong multifunctional team, and technically apt partners on board to ensure smooth and efficient deployment.